On guys, today is Wednesday. It's gonna be like a kind of like a vlog. I just got back home from the gym, did my bench max today. So I did 200. It went up, but my butt came up when I did it. So in case you guys don't know, for a competition standard powerlifting meet, you have to have 3 points of contact. You have to have your head, your butt, and your feet all have to be like on the ground and on the bench. So if one of those come up, then you get a red light and the lift doesn't count. So when I was doing that 200, my butt came up. So if it was a competition, the lift would be a no lift and it just wouldn't count. But for the sake of it just being a gym lift, and I'm so far out from my competition and it wasn't even paused, I'm just still gonna count it because I know the strength is there. And because I didn't taper. Taper is just like you reduce the volume like kind of rapidly, like 1 to 2 weeks out or something, from when you're testing your maxes and stuff, or when you're competing. And what that does is, since your body is used to recovering from high volume, when you just drop it like that, it's gonna recover even faster than normal, which is called super compensation. And then ideally you would be stronger because you're like over recovered. And yeah, so I didn't even taper and I was able to do that. So I know the strength is there, and I know I can definitely do it with a pause like later on down the road. Now I got 190 clean without my butt or my head coming up, so that would count in a competition, and that's still a PR. It's a 5-pound PR with that. But if you do count the 200 as a gym lift PR, that is a 15-pound PR from 185. So I'm pretty happy. I definitely got stronger on it. What's up guys? I just figured out there's a movie setting on my camera, so we're filming in that now. Also I need like a haircut. This is getting pretty bad. But today's Friday and I just hit my deadlift max. So I'll put it right here. Uh, 430 pounds, 1 rep. I know it looks really sloppy, but I'll just like take you guys through it. So this week I felt really beaten up, not strong like at all. I really think that 365 squat at the beginning of the week just killed me. So yeah, it was still PR though. So the last 2 programs I've ran, I used a projected max for deadlift because I did a AMRAP test, so as many reps as possible. So the last time I've actually done a 1 rep max test was like, I don't know, it's November or something. So yeah, this is the first time I've done that in a while. As you can see from that clip, my back was just like looking like a semicircle. It was rounding so much, but you know, up like thoracic, upper back rounding's fine, but like lower back rounding, you obviously don't want that. So that's just me needing to tighten my core up a little bit more. Also, it's a max lift attempt, so obviously your weaknesses are gonna be exposed. I was planning on going up to 435 or 440. I didn't want to put my back at that risk, especially because like this isn't my meet and this isn't a mock meet, so it's like it's whatever. Like I'm okay with that. So yeah, this technique I have now though, like the kind of semi sumo stance with the knees going outside the ankle, so my legs look like this. That was a horrible drawing, but I think I'm going to keep that as my competition stance because that feels really strong. I just need to learn how to balance out like the distribution of power between my back and my legs, because as you can see, everything over 365, maybe even over 315, just all back, no legs. So I actually did some form work with 135, and I used a stiff bar for that, because in a powerlifting competition you use a stiff bar for the USAPL, which is the federation I'm in. You use a stiff bar for all 3 lifts. So the difference between a stiff bar and the bar I deadlifted with the bar I deadlifted with has a lot of whip, and whip is just like how much it's bending against the plates, right? So it's kind of like, think of this cord, right? The more weight you have on here, the more whip you're gonna get out of it pulling up. So like if I was pulling, if this finger was my hand pulling up on the bar is going to start to bend before it even leaves the ground. So that whip shortens the range of motion. So oftentimes it's a little bit easier to bend with a whippier bar, and they're generally thinner, so it's easier on your hands. But yeah, I need to start using a stiff bar though, because I can't use a whippy bar for competition. So when I was working on this form, I was really just focusing on spreading the floor. That's like a cue. And I'm focusing on just like pushing my knees out in the direction of my toes. So I'm focusing on that, and I'm focusing on like picking my head up earlier, because what I do is I start with my head down, which is fine, but I don't pick it up until I'm like at my knees. And when you do that, it allows your thoracic spine, your upper back to round more. Because think about it, if this is your head and it's facing down, your thoracic spine's automatically just going to curve more. But if you have it up, it's going to put it in extension, so it's less likely to have your back rounding. So I just got to pick my head up earlier and spread the floor, and that'll help use my legs a little bit more, because my legs are probably my strongest muscle group. Overall, I didn't fail anything. That's the most important part. I didn't fail, so keeps my confidence high. Obviously failing, like, it's not bad, but it's also not ideal. You learn from failure. That's why it happens. But like, you don't come into the gym like ready to fail this lift. Like no one does that. So it's good I didn't. So overall, I've put on how much on my total? Okay, so we've put on 35 pounds onto my total, which is like pretty good, and that's in 10 weeks. Yeah, 10 weeks. So pretty solid. Yeah, it was 960 and now it's 995. I've been talking for so long, so I think this is going to be the end of the video. I gotta do something else other than like sit here and talk, because I really just sit in this room. But I don't know, I can't really think of anything else to do right now. But we got February break coming up, so do some more vlogging when I'm at the gym. I plan on when my meet prep, my real meet prep comes around June 22nd, I think that's June 22nd. I want to film every day, and I want it to be like a vlog, right? And just kind of bring you guys along with me through the process of my first prep. for a competition, just so that like you guys can just kind of see my mindset, how I'm feeling, just bring you guys through the process with me. And yeah, I'm really excited for that. So that's coming up, kind of, not really, but kind of, like, I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of like a training update vlog thing, I don't know. And yeah, we hit some PRs. That's all that matters. We got, I'll put them all up right now. We got the 365 squat, the 200-pound bench, and then the 430-pound deadlift. So overall, that's a total of 995 pounds. I'll see you guys in the next video.